Man, this is really bad. Like, I didn't think I'd be making another video dunking on the Calgary Flames, and I know Flames fans, y'all are starting to get pissed off with me dissing your team left, right, and center, but I can't help it when all of your guys want to leave. We had ourselves the news that the Washington Capitals had signed a bunch of players. Hunter Shepard, Dylan McIlwraith, Pierre Dubé, a bunch of names, and I'm sure these are all worthwhile conversations to be having, but the one conversation that I thought was most intriguing to me was this Matthew Phillips conversation. Now, we're not going to use the Washington Capitals' own tweet to talk about this. Instead, we're scrolling down to what Frank Saravalli said right here. Matthew Phillips is getting a 1-year, $775,000 one-way contract from the Capitals. The Flames, however, were offering him a 2-year deal to stay. And this is where we talk about trauma. Because when it comes to the story of Matthew Phillips, I mean, even Grav goes out there and talks about this. This dude has been straight up traumatized from the Flames organization. Matthew Phillips was a really interesting story that the Calgary Flames had burning in their system for a while. He's 26 years old, 5'8", 165, right-handed guy, center right-wing player, and he was drafted by Calgary back in 2016, a 6th-round guy, 166th overall. Man, that's a lot of sixes right there. Back in this time frame, he was a member of the Victoria Royals, so I remember personally seeing Phillips do what it was that he was doing in the WHL, being this competent goal scorer, playmaker. He had 112 points as the captain of the Royals in 71 games played in 2017-18. He was so good at producing points. And that success carried into the AHL almost right away. 38 points, 65 games played as an AHL rookie. Eventually, it got to the point where he was a point-per-game player. Last year, with the Stockton Heat, he had 68 points in 65 games played. This year, with the Calgary Wranglers, he had 76 points in 66 games played. He was the number 1 point producer, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, he wasn't. He was 5th overall. That's what it was. But either way, Matthew Phillips, as a younger-ish guy, 25 years old, recently turned 25, was a just absolutely pinnacle AHL caliber athlete. And he did a lot of this with his skills, his quickness, his agility. He's a small guy, so he has to go out there and find different ways to succeed that doesn't involve him just power forwarding his way to the net, shoving guys around and winning all his board battles. Matthew Phillips was a versatile offensive weapon who really had to adjust to being only 5'8", 165, in a league that's primarily noted for being more rough and tough and physical. And a lot of Flames fans were excited about this. Hey, this guy is succeeding, he's young, he has a really good story, especially since he's so small. When are the Calgary Flames gonna give him his chance? And long story short, they didn't. You could say there were some opportunities here and there. He had 3 games played at the NHL level, but when it comes to the way Daryl Sutter was coaching the team, when it comes to the way the Calgary Flames used their young guys and actually gave their young guys an opportunity to shine on the team, it really wasn't there. And there were more controversies with this Calgary Flames team when you talk about other players that were younger. You saw the comments that Daryl Sutter made regarding Jakob Pelche. That was a really big deal, and how he was treated in the media publicly by his own head coach. And so with Matthew Phillips also going through a similar sort of situation here, younger guy not really being given opportunities, and seeing him sign a contract with the Washington Capitals that's 1 year, one way, despite the Calgary Flames giving him a 2-year deal that he rejected, it's the ultimate L. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to reuse that L in the thumbnail of the video. This is really bad. You lost out on all of the guys whom you needed to give contracts to in the future. Tyler Toffoli is gone because he didn't want to stay. Hanifin is likely on his way out. You didn't get any commitment from Backlund. You didn't get any commitment from Elias Lindholm. And now you're losing your prospects too? Calgary, dude. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Matthew Phillips heading over to the Washington Capitals. If you're a Calgary Flames fan, how do you feel about this? Because, look, I've said this before, I'm starting to feel bad for you guys. I shouldn't because I'm a Canucks fan, but What are your thoughts on losing out on one of the top AHL guys who happens to be young and who happens to have the most amazing story out of all the prospects you have? I'm going to say it like that because you don't normally see 5'8" guys go out there and make significant impacts in the AHL like Phillips has, which led to all the hype and where he is at right now in the first place. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Matthew Phillips heading over to Washington. I hope you enjoyed this video. 99, and bye.